Let me, okay, so I am going to remove all the indicators real quick.
Okay.
And there is one I want you to add. It's going to be called, you're going to go here, under
Mhm.
indicators. You're going to type in higher, high, lower, low.
Okay.
You're going to look for this one that says dash live by Lonesome the Blue. And this one that has 1,743. And I want you to read this. This has all the information about the indicator, just in case you want to dive a little deeper.
Mhm.
But the primary thing I want you to use this for is to help you find your zones, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And, starting with a blank chart, we'll go ahead and add it onto it.
Okay.
Starting with a blank chart, right?
Yeah.
Let me hide the rest of these. We don't need the rest of them right now. I just want you, and this is what it's going to look like. You'll see these little lines and everything zigzagging all over the place, right?
Yeah.
In your settings, you're going to make sure that this is checked right here. Show support resistance. Okay.
Okay.
And what you want to do is you're going to start from the daily chart,
Okay.
and you're going to find every time you see higher high, higher low, right?
Yeah.
And you're going to take the horizontal line and you're going to put a mark right there.
Okay.
You don't have to add this one, but if you want to, you can. But the logic is if we find one on the higher time frame, we're going to switch to the lower time frame, the next lower time frame, and get another line level to put on there, right?
Okay.
So we just got this from the daily. This is the one we need to pay attention to right here. Then we're going to go to the 4 hour. We don't have one here, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
if we have a low, we need to find a high. Still don't have a high, right? We got a low, we don't have a high, right? So if we don't see one, we'll go to the next lower time frame. We're going to go to the 1 hour, right? We got a low, we got a high, right? There's our high. We're going to box that in, right?
Right.
So right now we've trapped price between this this high and this low right here.
Yeah.
We don't see another one on this time frame. We can go ahead and mark this one. This will be a target,
I see.
but we don't have anything between this one and this one. And that range is very, very big. So we want to drop down one more time. So we'll go to 30 minutes, right?
Okay.
We don't have one, right? We still don't have one, right?
Right.
All right, that's no problem, right? So we'll keep dropping down. We just went from the 30 minutes, so we'll go to the 15. We finally found one, right? We got this low, I mean this high, and then we got this low.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
So with that being said, every time we did this, we kept price in between a high and a low, between a high and a low. And we want to make sure we keep price between that. You can even though we don't have a low that's been made right here,
Mhm.
because this is a nice tight range, we can use this area right here. And now the logic is we don't want to take touch price until it breaks out of one of these areas, right? We're either going to buy above here or we're going to sell
Below that.
below here. And all of these other little areas that we draw up, these are going to be our targets. We can even go ahead and add in this one and maybe even this one right here. This one didn't give us a low, but that's the last wick, right?
Yep.
This will cover all our sell targets, right? For the buy, again, we don't want to touch it if it's stuck in between here. For the buy though, we already got one target right here from the higher time frame. So what you're going to do is you're going to go back to the next highest time frame, 30 minute, and then you're going to look for areas where price left a rejection. This would be considered a rejection right here. That's going to be another target, and it's lining up with this area right here too. So there's your other target. Then if we go up, we got another low, right?
Yes.
That can be another target right here. And with this, from buy from here, 1, 2, 3 targets should be fine. And the logic is once you see the price breaks out of this area between here and here, either here for the sell or here for the buy. And then you're going to look to target these areas right here.
I see.
Capiche?
Yep.
Capiche. So use this example that we just went over and kind of study this for yourself just to mark up the zone. So this will be your homework for probably the next couple of weeks, next couple of days, to kind of just focus on marking up your charts. I'll teach you some more advanced stuff, you know, later on once I trust that you got this, but this is the core of what you need to understand when you first start.
Okay. Sounds
Okay?
good. Sounds good. All right. Thanks.
Cool beans.
And you're going to save this video where?
I'm going to send you a Zoom link.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
I'm going to send you the link. It's going to be at the end of this session.
Okay.
I usually send everybody the link to this YouTube right here, this YouTube video. And you just save this video somewhere in your files and you can just go back to it any given time.
Cool. Thanks.
Okay. Let's see. Also, let me drop this chart in the chat too, so you can have that too.
Okay.
What else y'all got? What else y'all got?
I got a verbal question, Corey. If you get a minute between the written ones.
Nah, go ahead with it, man.
Okay, how you doing today, brother?
What's up, bro?
So you made a point, and I get it when you were talking about not taking the trading against people. I understand that for a couple of different reasons. I mean, you could have, like, if you called it out and it went the other way against you, then sometimes you got to deal with people's attitude. But on your team, you got a real good crew, so you probably don't have to deal with that. But I do still get it. However, not saying anything about what you should do, but my question is, because I wrestle with it, as I may have mentioned to you before, especially when you come in and you listen to, different people, mentors, and everybody's good. Everybody I listen to is good. But I finally started, resonating with what, how you treat and also
Uh,
So I had to find my words, and I found myself the same way, like wanting to way, but then hearing, some of the mentors and some of those who I, just mentioned and respected. So I wasn't gonna go against them, and so it was a little wrestling match. How do you reconcile with that? Because even as an experienced trader and educator like yourself, like today, you had that type of situation. How did it may never happen, but how do you reconcile with sometimes wanting to knowing, trusting your analysis, but hearing other experienced traders
so you kind of breaking up, but I think I got the question. I get the question. I get the question, Lil. Yeah, you breaking up, but I mean, essentially, you have to always pretty much take your trade, even if you don't agree with somebody, or you think that what they saying. It's been a lot of times when, I've traded against people, and I traded against people that are educators, traded against people I trust. But, at the end of the day, you're the one that has to take the trade. You're the one that has to click the button for your account. Now, if you got some educators that are saying one thing, like what was it yesterday? Yesterday, let me go to this. Yes, was it yesterday? Yeah, I think they were looking for a buy up here or something like that, and they called a buy, and I sold. So, if I felt like, there was going to be some kind of contrast, I'll still take the trade, but maybe I'll lower my lot size. So if I do get the trade and it wins, I might not win as much as I thought I was, but at least I'm trusting my analysis, right? Because I saw something a little different from them. And if I'm seeing everything correct and seeing everything based off of what I believe is the correct thing, even if the educators don't see it, like, that I'll still take the trade. Like, and like even the other day, I think they were looking to sell right here and it ended up buying and I didn't take it. But you start doubting yourself if you do that a lot, because at the end of the day, you are the one that have to take control and be responsible for your own account. You know what I'm saying? And if you start hesitating, if you start hesitating, you're going to start doubting your strategy. You're going to start doubting your skills. You're going to start doubting yourself in general. And like I said, the best thing to do is still take the trade and just lower your lot size. But it's a little different when, like, if I'm calling trades out for you guys and it's 3 educators and Brian might be saying one thing, I'm not going to say, oh, do this, I personally might take it and I'll just let, the majority rule on that, I'll take it in my personal account, and just if I hit, then I'll try to find you guys an entry to get in it, after the fact, that way, I didn't step on nobody's toes, nobody confused. And that's usually the case, man, because it's a lot of time when, if I feel a certain way and a lot of people who trust my trading, they'll, disregard the other trade idea. And there's been circumstances where everybody been right, everybody's been right on trade, on the same trades, so you just got to kind of, lower your risk, lower your lot size in those kind of situations. Can you CC me on your personal trade on the low?
Ditto, ditto, ditto.
like I remember like last week, I did Brian. I did Brian on the gold trade. I did him. And he didn't take the trade, and that's when gold shot up real hard. I was seeing one thing that was I can't remember where it was, but gold shot up real hard, and then it rejected, right? And he was right that it did that, but I was seeing some from a higher time frame. I saw the sell from a higher time frame and end up not taking it, and then it went. He was right, I was right. I was just righter, because gold just tanked, And then
Yeah, I remember that.
this morning, US 30, it ended up being the best out of all the trades we could have taken, and we didn't take it, I took it in a smaller lot size, but I still took it, and if I had been wrong, y'all would have never heard about that, if I had been right and we would have got an opportunity to get in, then I would have called it out. So that's all it is. You don't even think about it after it happened, really. You just note it. Make sure if you see something like that again, you just take advantage of it.
Yeah, cool. I appreciate it. Yep. I thought about it for a little longer today because I definitely wanted that NAS trade.
Yeah.
I did. I was a fingertip away from clicking that sell. I was like, okay.
Yeah. Yes. Yep. Yeah.
It is all good. I understand. I appreciate that.
Yep. Who on here? Let's see. What's up, Daisy? What you do today?
Hey, so I was holding NAS, right? But it took I had a tight stop loss, thank God. So it took me out, but in profit, good profit. So I was good. I didn't trade no more though.
You were in there with me from earlier too.
Yeah.
I think you was in there at 15:30.
36, yeah.
Oh yeah, you had a good entry. Good entry. Yeah, I had some pending orders in from earlier that stacked. I stacked in, but I got taken out, but it's all good. It's all good. What up, Omar?
What's good, bro? I was gonna go with the mic.
Oh, it's all good. I can hear you.
What's going on? How's everything?
What you do today, bro?
So GJ, I'm just in the cell for GJ.
Let me see what that is. GJ look like.
I've just been watching a bunch of order block videos.
When did I know this?
I can tell you my entry right now. I got into an entry at 153, 151, so it's floating right around there.
Let me clean this off. I don't know what this is.
One of my trading here will tell you which way I got that.
I know what this is. This is.
I'm trading it off for 1 hour order block, so it's not going to push down too much. So I got it. I got my TP at the 152, 624 pivot.
Give me that entry again.
It was 153, 150, 153, 151.
153.
153, 151.
Sell, right?
Yeah.
153. What?
153, 151.
151.
And then my stop loss, I'll tell you right now. 15 pip stop loss, and it is 153, 416. There might be a little more because of the trading view numbers.
Oh yeah, you good. You good on this. Yeah, you should hit this.
Yeah, I'm taking it down to that floor that it kept bouncing off of yesterday.
This one right here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Yep.
should.
Yep. It's in a little range. So matter of fact, what I wanted to show you, you told the team about 2 weeks ago, you were telling them how to find order blocks and throwing on a fib looking for a low at the 50%.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that? I think it's GJ. I hope it's GJ. If not, then I gotta go back to charts. Or is it GU? Hold on, it could be GU. It is GU. Wait. I don't know if it's GU. Hold on. 2 seconds. Yep, it is GU. Yeah, I think it's GU. Right in at 50%. Yeah, I think so. Hold on. Let me just double check this. Pairs. Yeah, I think it's either GU or GJ. It is.
Clear this stuff off of here.
2 seconds. I don't know why I can't find it.
GU, you got to trade. GU got something about to happen because of dollar.
Yeah.
GU is okay. So I see the order block already. Sitting right here.
I'm about to turn my computer on.
It's on a 4-hour right here. We sitting at this right now, but we got to look at dollar.
Yeah, it is GU. Yeah. So you see that order block on that 4-hour right in the 50%?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. That right there is a perfect example of what you was talking about. And you see how it bounced off of it one time?
Yep.
I'm sorry. You saying that's the order block right there?
Yeah.
This right here.
Because I marked up GU as well. I just want to make sure.
Yeah. So if you take from where the low to that high is, if you put a fib there, right where that order block is that 50% retracement, and that's what Corey was talking about for finding order block. So that right there, we're still above that order block, so we should be bullish.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we sitting right.
I'm sitting here asking myself that.
We sitting right on the top of, and see, the good thing about this one is correlating with what's going on with the dollar, right? So if we open dollar up, right?
That is very, very true what you just said.
Well, not correlating, but inverse correlating.
Yeah.
And
I want GU to come down a little more and the dollar to come up a little more.
Exactly.
Both are reverse.
Exactly.
Those be the best plays.
That's exactly what I want y'all to see. DXY. This is exactly what I want y'all to see. So right here, right? We on the 4-hour, right? We had a low on the GU. We had a high on dollar. Those right there, when you see those two, those are like optimal setups right there for GU and EU, because EU is at a low too, right? And dollar
in an order block, in the daily order block
too. Yep, dollar sitting at an order block too. So you got a lot of correlation stuff going on right here. So this is the order block for dollar right here. We'll just go ahead and add that weekend, right? This is the order block for dollar, right? And we just chilling inside of it right now, right? But we're right here at the middle. We already rejected it one time, rejected it. We're rejecting it right now as we speak, but we haven't got that real like push down because we got a couple things in play, right? We got a couple things we still got to consider with this because there is also one here. and here on the weekly that it might be responded to. This little area right here. So we could be responding to this weekly or this daily, one or the other. And we just got to see, we'll know when we get the rejection. So you need to kind of consider both of those, because if it responds to this weekly, then we should get a strong move off of it. If it responds to this daily, we may just be getting a retrace to hold this area like we've been doing. But it could also, with this infrastructure plan, right? This could push it all the way through this order block. So you got to be careful with this. And if it does, then you need to be looking at this one. If it pushes through that because of this infrastructure deal, this is the next one right here that you need to be thinking. And I'm kind of leaning towards it pushing through this because it's already tapped at 1, 2, and it's sitting around this. So I'm thinking that it might be pushing through this. I don't know if this is going to take a couple of days, couple of weeks. I don't know, but definitely seeing that it might be pushing up through this because of infrastructure deal. So that, and if we get the infrastructure deal signed, that should make the dollar a lot stronger. Okay. So just keep those
right on for me.
Yeah, just keep those things in mind, right?
Pretty soon you're going to have to start taking my trades, Corey.
Huh?
I said pretty soon you want to start taking my trades. We got the same charts all the
Dude,
time.
I want to, man. I need to, man. Sometimes I be needing a break, bro. Like I literally, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I be burnt out sometimes, man.
Yeah. I definitely feel that one.
I be burnt out, man. Like I honestly, this is the reason why I didn't want to be an educator, because I didn't want to be like, I wanted to trade because I want to be able to go sit on the beach with my laptop and be in South Africa with my laptop, go to Ethiopia, be chilling by the lake, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I wanted to trade. But then I started helping people, and then, now I gotta be on the schedule, I can't just be out in the bush, just
got you locked up.
they got me locked up, man.
But you're a natural educator, Corey.
I don't want to though.
No, but you do it way better. You do it way better than a lot of the actual educators on there. I mean, once you started talking about the order blocks, that's when I really took an initiative to actually learn about it. And to be honest with you, it completely changed everything about my trading. Literally.
I don't want to be no educator. Kim even tried to get me on. Kim done been trying to get me on. Lizardo tried to get me on. And I
Do they get paid good?
It's all right.
It ain't. The way you just said it was like, nah, it's not worth it.
It just depends on are you a base, got an app, right? Like they get anywhere between 2,000 and 5,000 a month. Like the low end educators, they getting like 1,000. I mean, not 1,000, but 2,000. The high end educators, they getting 5,000. If you got an app, that's where the bread is, because you got subscription, you got people paying for a subscription. Like Gold Cup probably bringing them dudes in, and Kim. I ain't counting her pocket, but they probably getting like 80 racks just off of that a month. So,
you know who you sound like, Corey?
Jeez.
You know those people who be like, "I never preach. I'm never gonna be a pastor," and they have like mega churches.
hey,
That's who you sound like.
Do you know what they said on? Do you know what they said on? What they're gonna do with the crypto tax? As far as if they're gonna put it inside the deal that they're making?
They didn't. They didn't.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't put it in.
Jeez.
They didn't put it
It's a
in.
good thing, though.
Matter of fact, let me just double check. But I think for sure that they didn't put it in, but Khalil asked, does indices and dollar run together? Sometimes. Um, it just depends on what's going on, right? A lot of times they typically do, but just right now, dollar been getting pounded for pretty much since pandemic. So that's, I think the correlation kind of changed a little bit once pandemic hit, because if you look at both of the charts together and lay them on top of each other, which we'll do right quick, you can see where it was correlating, but then it stopped. Let's zoom out right quick. No, it doesn't correlate. It doesn't correlate. Like they're like on there probably are times on like smaller scales that they will, but oh, I can look at it right now and say no. If you look at let's look at mass. You can look at it just like right here, right? Ain't no correlation right there. Let's go to daily. No correlation. I can't even zoom in. Hold on. Dollar pushing up, indices pushing up. I mean, a little, you know. I wouldn't trade this trade based
I
off.
think right now is a late time. I think it's right now is a late time. They're trying to hop in to buy for indices.
Yeah, I went. The correlation is there, but I probably wouldn't trade it like that. I probably wouldn't do it.
You're doing the we're still doing the how-to session. You're still doing the how-to session tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I got what's it called? I'm driving, so I gotta get off, but I do have a question about the EU order block. So I'm gonna just wait till tomorrow and ask you, all right?
It's pretty much in the same little area as GU right now.
Yeah. So it was when I took a buy in it just in case I would have missed the move, but I was trading it off a daily order block. So where I went wrong was thinking, you know what I mean? It was just gonna like bounce off right when it went into it.
Mm-hmm.
So I hopped into it a couple times with different sizes just to
This one,
minimize my yeah.
this one right here.
Yeah. Yeah. So I had hopped in a couple times, but then I just hopped out last night because I didn't like the way it was moving. But I just wanted to ask you, so if it's a larger or if it's a higher time frame order block, it's going to take longer for it to basically take off.
Yep.
And when it is a higher time frame order block, because I know like our order blocks, they usually really just reject right off of it and buy up for a couple pips, you know. When it's a full hour, or really what I've been focusing on is weekly and daily. So how do I know? Because I've been marking up the middle of the order block, the low and the high. When it's on a higher time frame order block, how do I know how low it's going to go in, and like how do I basically set my entries?
You already kind of answered it. Like you have to take the trade off the daily. So you would have to wait the next day and look for the opening, look for the rejection, and trade the daily chart just like you would trade the 1 hour or the 15.
Yeah. So that was making sense. So I wrote it down in my journal because it was just because I went on it because I didn't take the trade. So I took the trade, but I didn't look at the daily time frame before I took the trade, even though it was a daily order block. I was just on a 4 hour. But I went to the daily, and the way the daily candle was looking like it still had room to push into it. And then I looked at the dollar and I saw it was pushing up, and I was like, so I just hopped out of it last night.
Yeah. And then you, in those cases, you just gotta, you have to take the trade. You can use the 4 hour. You just need to kind of understand like my stop loss got to be a little bigger, or I got to be a little more patient because I got to wait and see for what the daily candle.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
And if you
I
were
usually
gonna-
put it right under the order blocks low for my stop loss, like
Exactly.
super caps under it.
Exactly. If you were gonna look for like rejection, right?
Yeah.
On the 4 hour, you need to see that the candle, the next candle is gonna open up and push down first. And if it's open up and it pushed down first, then you're not pulling the trigger until it's sitting on this high or it's sitting near this middle. And if it doesn't do that, you may, if it doesn't do that, you might want to, and if it does do that, you either enter in right there near this area, or you got a buy stop above this and you just letting it pull you in.
Yeah. That makes sense.
And sometimes it might take a little while for it to actually move, like, because it's based off a daily structure. So, yeah. So, yeah. But,
I appreciate that. I want to have me mad yesterday. I was like, yo, I really did that.
If dollar keep going up though, it's coming down here.
Oh yeah.
It's coming in here.
I'm about to enter that entire area.
Yep. It's coming down there.
At that point, I'm gonna move to the weekly. Yeah, at that point, I'm gonna just move to the weekly.
Mm-hmm.
See what's going on the weekly.
Yep. What's up?
Oh, sorry about that. Hey, yeah, I didn't know I'm muted. Sorry about that. Corey.
Yep.
I see how you go into analyzing the market. I have one question. Remember how Wes showed us that video how he uses that fib that you introduced him to? How do you use that fib with, once you go in and you trap price and you get your order blocks, identified? How do you utilize that fib, if at all?
So for me, I don't use it on a regular. I just notice, I know where the areas are already, right? So if I'm looking at, let's say, if I'm looking at this high, this low, right? And around this area where I got all of these little lines right here, this should be the kill zone right here, right? This will be
now, just so I'm clear, when you say the kill zone, are you talking off of that west fib where you talking about the 338 through the 61.8?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So Z, like, this is something, I have a video that I'll send you to watch, but this, I want you to kind of get a little more. I know they go over it in the academy, the fibs. Have you gone over there yet?
I went through the whole academy, but I'm not sure which fib video you talking about.
No, I'm talking about Z. I think they have a fib retracement video in there. Because she just,
I'm sure I've seen it.
Yeah. But anyway, high to low, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just need to understand, right, the overall trend of the market, right? This area right here, your kill zone right here, your retracement levels, right? And You also have to understand this is always, when you near here, there's gonna be demand, right? And this was supply right here. It shifted though, in this case, it shifted to the downside. And your new supply shifted into here and even further down so far, right? But the way that Wes used this, he takes this higher time frame move and he knows, okay, I got supply here, I got kill zone here, I got demand here, right? On the higher time frame. Then on the lower time frame, like the 4 hour or the 1 hour, you're gonna take the same approach, measure this move right here.
Mhm.
And he gonna do the same thing. There's my supply. Here's my kill zone. Here's my demand right here, right?
Right. Mhm.
And what he's gonna do is he's gonna take everything everything I go over. I think he only uses the 50, but these are gonna be the focal points for him, right? And what he's gonna say is, if on a lower time frame, I get rejection here, I'm gonna trade to these levels until I get to here. And this is gonna be my decision point. If it can't get higher than this, I'm gonna be taking this to the downside, right?
Right. Mhm.
Or if he's at this level, I'm gonna trade above this. If it doesn't trade above this, if it does trade above this, I'm gonna trade it until it gets to this kill zone. That's a higher time frame kill zone, right? I know
Right.
that. And if it doesn't, if it trades up here and it rejects, I'm gonna sell. If it cannot break this supply, I'm gonna sell from here, which based off of what he would have showed you, you would have been selling right here as well, right? You would have been selling from this supply to the kill zone. You would have got that trade. And you would even got even more on this situation, right?
Mhm.
Because it broke and closed below this kill zone down to here, all the way down here. The new trade would have been if once he would have been trading from kill zone, new supply zone to demand. If the price broke through demand, then you seeing if this is going to break and close below the higher time frame demand zone, which it did, right?
Mhm.
But you also need to understand, because it's a higher time frame, it's a chance that it's not gonna break that. In this case, it did. But that's how you got to think. That's the logic between it all, right?
Right.
So so yeah.
Okay. So you were saying that you really don't really use it, and I can kind of see because I was asking from that perspective of
It's
looking
not
at
that I don't.
how they run confluence with order blocks and areas where you might have trapped price.
It's not that I don't use it. I just don't draw my charts up like this. I know these areas without
Okay.
drawing them up on the chart.
Got you. Got you.
But like, if you look where this rejected at, what you got right here, you got order blocks all through this area,
Right.
right?
Right.
So for me, I just take out all that stuff and I just know what I need to be considering in this area. And if you see right here, it's a 4-hour order block. You got cascaded order blocks inside of here too, just to get to the low of this order block and reject. So all of that levels and supply and demand, you can associate it to this. And usually in the kill zones and the supply zones and the demand zones is coming from an order block.
Okay. I can
It's
see
coming
that.
from one of those, right? So
Right.
clear this, right?
Mhm.
I already showed you where this one came from. So we got order block here to here. We got some cascaded ones inside of here to here, right? So you pick and choose which one you want to use, right? But essentially, it at least came to the low of this one, right? And we stretch him all the way over. That's that trade right there, right? You got the
Right.
low, you
Mhm.
pushed up, rejected. You got one entry, 2, 3, 4 off this 4-hour, right? Now, if we go back even further, right? This drop, where it come from, right? On the daily, let's go and look at the daily. This drop right here, where it come from. See that? Where this wick at? Inside of this order block. Where did this bounce right here come from? If we look left, order block. This came, even this bounce to push it back up to the order block came from another order block. We can keep going, right? Where did this bounce come from? Right here, order block. There's a couple of them, but we can just go to the most recent one because that got it. This came from order block, right? This bounce right here. Look left. This huge one. Right here to here. It hit 50% of this, and there's this move all the way back up here.
Right.
Right? Where did this one come all the way back up to? The original one that we broke from. So let's extend that.
Sold off.
Let's extend that, right? It almost came to the middle of this.
Made a high.
You would have had this 1, 2, like you would have like 50 trades right here just to put you down from a rejection all the way down to here, where this one come from, right? Here is another one. Here is another one right here.
Right.
This one came all the way to 50%, rejected and just fell out, right? But it rejected this, so the level right here, that's cool. It rejected that right there. It came from here to here, but guess what's there? Boom. That's why I ain't go any further yet anyway, right? You could have used this one or you could have used this one and got this right here. You reject right here, you push all the way back up to here. What's right here? Another one. So all of these levels, right? All of these levels, right? This level right here is actually sitting probably in the kill zone of another move on the higher time frame. So you see this move right here? If we throw the original fibs on there, right here to here, and go to the default, right? Aren't we near supply? I mean, are we near demand right here? It's not a coincidence, right?
Mhm.
It's not a coincidence that this is a demand zone, right? And we got an order block that was entered pretty much right above it, right? Also right at the 2-3, right? It's also not a coincidence that this is my kill zone right here, right? And we just had this first move, wick off of this and push up, push down halfway in between that, wick off the 50. There's an order block at the 50. It pushed up. Where did it push up to? Supply. Right? There goes supply. Right?
Right.
And supply has what else in there? An order block near the supply zone. Rejected, rejected, rejected. And now you just trading in between this higher time frame supply and demand all throughout this area. So for me, I don't draw all of that on there, but I just know that if I got an order block, I'm probably near some supply or I'm near a demand zone. And it's just a matter of being patient and waiting for the candles to tell you when to enter. That's it.
Wow.
I say
Excellent
do that. I say do that for about 20 minutes today and we golden.
Yeah, this is like for you guys that are more experienced, man, just sit through your chart, right? Do like I just did. Go to the daily and find the biggest move on the daily. This is the low, this is the high. And then put your fibs on there, high to low or whatever. It don't even matter what direction, right? Do this. Do exactly what I'm doing. And now, after you do this, go to the lower time frames and on the daily and find all your order blocks. I bet you're gonna have one near supply. You should have one near demand. You should have plenty of them inside of this kill zone. And then note like what zones, what levels are they at? And then you will start kind of seeing like, okay, all right, cool. I know what to look for. I know if I go to the 4 hour and if I see that this is an order block, there should be an order block around here somewhere that pushed us up to this price. And if I get candlestick rejections, I'm gonna take that trade. And you can go down even further, and get even, better entries. And like sometimes, the lower time frame might not give you the right entry, but in most cases, if you take these trades, even if you get in it and you're not right, you will have an opportunity that takes you into profit and you can at least get in the trade and move your stop loss with at least 20 to 30 pips up on a regular FX pair. On indices, you should at least be able to get a 50 to a 100 pip move, even if you're wrong about the direction. Even if it's not ready, you should always get a rejection that's going to give you at least 30 to 50 pips. 50 to 100 pips.
Wow. That was an aha moment for me, bro. I appreciate that.
Yep.
You are excellent educator.
Corey.
Huh?
Can you do that on any pair?
Yeah, you can do it on any pair. You just have to understand on regular FX pairs, you're gonna need to be looking at 20 to 30 pips. On indices, 50 to 100. We were wrong on this, right? We were really wrong on this because what did it do? It just pushed up, came back down. But did we get 50 to 100? The highest it went was 90 some pips. That's enough to close out with a good day, you know? I can show you some other areas, right? This is an order block right here, lower time frame. It rejected off of it right here. You definitely got 50 to 100 off of this. You know, this is an order block to the downside right here. You could have got it right 1, 2, 3, 4 times, right? If you got in on the first time, you would have got some drawdown, but it never closed above. You would have, or you would have got taken out when it went down here, but that's still 50 pips. If you use this area, still 50 pips right here. So if you got in at any of these times, one for this drop or for this drop, even though it wasn't ready, you would have been able to get into this trade, get 50 pips, get out. Get into this trade, get 50 pips, get out. Get into this trade, get over 50 pips, and you good. You trade it down to another order block, another rejection area. And you could have even been ready to take the buy and buy it back up. So, yeah, that's how you gotta look at it. That's how you gotta look at it. And something you just gotta be patient because sometimes it's not gonna give you what you want immediately. And if you don't want to wait, but you still trust it, lower the lot size, put the trade in anyway. You know, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll see it. Let's say this is the area. I'll see it come to this area. I'll let it drop a little lower. I'll put the order, pending order above it. If it come up, cool. And it put me in, cool. If it just take me out, keep going, that's all right. I'm not looking at it. I didn't put a big size in. I don't care what happens, right? But if it does play out how I thought, and I have a good logic behind everything, then I'm in my trade. Like this, my NAS trade, I had like 5 different trades that I had one around 15,050, 1560, 1584, 15,100, and all of them hit because I was using the same logic, right? And I just closed them out as I felt, you know. I just added on here, added on here, added on there, added on there, and just let it go. Once I got 50 pips up on those trades, move it to break even. If it took me out, it's cool. I got other trades in already, and that's already paying me, and that's how you got to do it. So, what's up, Miss Tate?
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
So I got both of y'all talking.
Which one are you talking to?
I was talking to Miss Marilyn Tate.
Oh.
All right.
I'll come to you next.
I'm here listening to you.
You know you owe me some, right?
Oh, I know. I know.
You know you owe me some, Miss Tate.
I know. I'm good for it. Sooner or later.
When I'm gonna get that?
This week. I'm gonna look at you this week.
Do I need to bring my switch to tech?
You may need to.
All right. I ain't gonna mess with you though.
Okay. Shoot.
Your turn, T.
Okay.
What you got over there?
Not much. I didn't really trade this morning because I didn't get up on time and I missed my entry on the 30, so I just watched it fly in front of me.
Oh man.
And so I don't know, I'm looking at this flag formation that it's doing right now. It's kind of consolidating. I don't know if I just want to take a sell on it because there's a gravestone doji on the 4-hour.
On US 30.
And it's trading below its daily opening currently. And normally Asian session, they sell normally, not always. So
I do like this to sell though.
I would like it to go to like maybe 35,100, and
Yeah.
then for extreme purposes 34,900.
Yeah.
And then even more extreme, which I don't think we're going to get anytime soon. 34,300.
I mean, it's
But I was just looking for the 618 of this morning's buy.
yeah, I can see that. I can definitely see it. Like I want to see it push up one more time just to make sure this don't have nothing left and then reject. I'm definitely with you on that. I like what you're saying.
And there's a little bit of a divergence, not much honestly happening like on the lower time frames. They're just not matching the volume with the direction anyways. And so I don't know, maybe I'll scalp it for a little bit and see if it gives me what I want. If not, then I'll just reanalyze. But yeah, I'm still just getting back to it, recovering, have good days, bad days. And so haven't really been trading like I normally do.
Oh yeah. Well, that's more important anyway. So you can't trade if you're not feeling 100%. So
Right. Normally my trades go against me if I trade when I'm not well. So I just stay off the charts. Anyways. But for real though, if you're gonna like trade against other people, I will gladly take your trade with you. Like you could just DM me on the low and be like, hey Tay, this is what I'm doing. I'm there with you. Like, I don't care if it turns out to be an L, oh well. But yeah, I was definitely also looking at sells this morning on the NASDAQ and I kind of just looked as it dragged and looked as the other one flew and I was like, all right, well, I'm just not gonna trade today. It's fine.
I want y'all to be able to like just see it and know, like, oh, Corey looking at this, but it's sell. So you know, that's what I want. That's what I'm trying to get y'all.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on your level. It'll take a while though. It'll take a while, but I'm still grinding. I'm going to SummerSlam. So if anybody else is going.
Okay. Okay. All right, let me see. I think we got a couple more people.
I'm sorry.
I think we got a couple more people. Let's go with Anna. What's up, homie?
Good, how are you?
What you got going on, man?
Again, today nothing much. I was looking for SPX, but actually I took that buy.
Okay.
930 candle on 35. That was just scalping 5 to 10 pips.
Yeah.
I got that. That's it. After
Yeah.
that,
Yeah. Yeah. But it was janky. It was janky today.
It was just up down, up down. So I thought it's better not to jump.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. I was looking for gold also. Buy.
Gold.
Yeah, but didn't get set up.
Yeah, it didn't really do nothing today either. Gold just kind of sat, man. It didn't, not a lot of action today.
Yeah.
I honestly thought this was going to drop a little further than it did. I was looking for it to come down here before I buy. I still think it might be ready to buy, but I think it might need to push down to here.
And come down, yeah.
Yeah.
And on daily, do you see that means that is valid order block daily?
over here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
but I'm not sold yet on the on this being ready to buy it. I like I told you guys earlier,
mhm.
I gotta see what dollar is gonna do in this little area right here.
Yeah,
This
now I
is
started
thick.
to see that also, compare and check what is dollar doing.
Yeah,
Mhm,
if you're gonna trade gold and silver, you gotta know what dollar is doing,
mhm.
because this move is coming pretty strong and it's not showing a lot of slowdown right here.
Right, right.
So this might push above this high, and if it does, that means gold should be dropping a little more.
Right.
And I really want to see dollar at this price right here,
93.
93.50.
Okay.
I want to see it come up here before we do anything. Before we really like look to buy gold for real, because this is in the middle of an order block from where is this one right here.
Yeah, on
This is the right around the high of this order block
Mhm.
from the daily. Then we'll be at the middle of this weekly order block, right around this area. So once we hit this high, this little red box is where I'm really looking for it to come to first before we get any push to the downside. So
makes sense.
yeah, just be careful.
Yeah.
And it might not even reject right here. I actually like it. Like I said, with that infrastructure bill, I like it to come up higher, honestly. I hope that infrastructure bill pushed this up through this order block to this next one right here. So just kind of make sure you see what you're seeing.
Yeah.
Let's see. Brian, what's up, brother?
Hey, what's up, Corey? How you doing?
What you got, bro?
So earlier I was on NAS, and I just had my stop loss to just break even. So I ended up breaking even on that trade, even though it went up. I could have just took profits when it hit its peak, but I left it on to see if it would have ran through the weekly and at least got to the daily. But other than that, I have a trade in on UJ, a buy, which I'm up in profit, and then I got we can do that one first. So if you want to do that. So I got in, yeah, I'm in a buy. I got in at 110.257. A long position, yeah. 0.257.
Okay. Is high 257.
Mm-hmm.
They're high.
And the buy UJ is at 110.257, and currently it's at 110.563.
I'm seeing it now. You up 30? Yeah. Okay.
So I got in that one. I think I got in that one yesterday, but it's kind of been. I got in on it on the pullback. I think it pulled back into might have pulled back into an order block or something like that, and I got in on that trade on a pullback.
in the lower time frame. Got this high, this high. Okay, where you trying to take it to?
You know, honestly, I was looking. It broke structure and started heading up. So I was just trying to take it long to see. Honestly, I had a very small lot size in it, so I was just gonna try to swing it.
Okay, yeah, should be good on that.
And then the other one I got in on, I got in this morning on GU.
It should be good on this. Let me see. Hold on. Let me just see something.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah, you should be good. It's showing like it want to push up. So you shouldn't really get nothing until you get to over in this area right here.
Yeah, I suspect it'll get there and I might get a slight retracement, but ultimately, you know, I'm hoping that it'll just continue to push higher.
Yeah, you should be good to at least to this area. After that, you in no man's land. What was the other one? GU?
Yeah, the other one's GU.
EDP. You in a sale?
Yeah, I'm in a sale. This one, man, you know what? I didn't get the very best entry on this one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm up still, so I'm happy about it. I missed. I got it a little too early, and I could have waited for a pullback. But I mean, I'm up now, so I'm just trying to manage it. I'm keeping it tight on this one. So the entry on this one is 1.38421.
Yeah, be careful with this one. You buying at the top. I mean, you selling at the top of this order block. It should push down, but just understand that, like, this could be rejecting right here to the upside.
Yeah, I mean, my main reason was kind of just, you know, with the dollar and the way it was going. But really, I wanted to get in a little higher. It pulled back. There was a pullback. Not that one. The one before that.
This one.
Yeah, that's where I ultimately wanted to get in on the trade.
Yeah.
I missed that one, but I got it anyways, and so.
Yeah, be careful with this one. And like, it's even showing wick. It's even opening like right now as if it might want to reject up. So just be careful with that one.
Yeah, I mean, I almost closed it earlier because it retraced a little bit and it was at break even and I was going to close it. But then I guess when the market opened back up, I'm in blue. So, but like I said, I didn't get the best entry on that one. I know I didn't.
Yeah, this one's at prime reversal territory. So keep your eye on that. But I like that UJ trade.
Thank you, man. I'm trying to get some long trades, some long ones in, some ones I could just hold for, you know, days, a week. I would love to try to find something I could hold for just a month and just let it ride.
Yeah. I closed out all of my long trades. I closed everything out. Man, I was actually a little PO. I closed them out on my funding talent accounts, and my personal accounts, they still open, but my funding talent, I closed everything out on that. So because they made us close everything out this past weekend. So can't even
Oh,
trade.
okay. I mean, ultimately, I'm just, I think I'm almost there, but I just want to, get, a couple more consistent wins under my belt, and then I would love to try to work to get, funded.
You should do the demos. Just do the demo. They little free trial, so you can see how
Okay.
it is and whatnot.
Which one?
Do FTMO. They got a free
Okay.
trial that you can do,
All right.
and that'll pretty
Cool.
much give you an idea of what you'll have to go through.
All right, I'll do it, man. I'll let you know how I do.
Yep. Let's see.
What up, bro?
What up, man? I thought it was trees. Hi.
You know, trees means chin and chin means trees. Either way it goes.
That is true. That is absolutely true.
What'd you say, baby? Oh, she quiet now. Y'all all right?
Yeah. What you got today, man?
Hello.
What's up, babe? What's going on, baby?
Shoot, I got none right now. I'm in a small cell testing out for Tokyo session. That's why I should say Sydney, I guess, going to Tokyo, but that's about it.
On what?
On SPX, I'm doing FTMO trial right now because funding talent is down, I guess, until the 15th.
It's not down. You just can't trade indices.
Well, I mean, as far as the indices, their provider, whoever it is.
Yeah, indices and gold. Okay. All right, man. I need you to get back on the road, man.
I'm getting back on it, just working on my mindset. You know how they go. Yeah, what we talking about. I've been reading and listening to stuff and doing those exercises more than trading, doing more mindset stuff and more back testing than any kind of trading, or even watching the calls because I get distracted and I be so like hyped to just or anxious to jump in the trade or something. So I'm eliminating all of that right now. Curving behaviors.
Everybody go through this, bro. Don't worry.
Yes, sir.
Everybody go through this. Just keep your head up. Focus.
Yes, sir.
Lock in. Yep.
Yes, sir. So I'll just hop in on to say hello to y'all right quick. I'm about to run back and do something else real quick, and I'll see y'all.
Cool. All right, bro.
Yes, sir.
Let me see. I think Naomi, what you do? I ain't see you on the session this morning.
Oh, because in the early mornings I drop the kids off and then kind of think it's rude to get on like halfway between the sessions. So.
Everybody else do.
Oh, well, I'll start doing that then. I mean, I honestly did. I was like, that's destructive. You know what I mean? Shouldn't do that.
Everybody else do. Just mute your mic and just listen in.
Okay. So this morning I only marked it up though, but it was GBP USD, and I didn't know about the order block, but I did mark my chart up above it, and I was waiting for it to buy back up, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
That's my plan.
Okay, you got it. You got a good justification, but it might like you just got to be careful. Like it still might push down some because of what I already showed you over here. Still might push down some, but you might, if it want to come all the way down to the middle of this, you might be good. You got a nice little potential to drop. You and Brian, because y'all looking to sell it. Could be coming here or here at most. So still probably good on this. I won't look for it to buy until I see dollar reject. So
Okay.
yeah. So whatever that does, that's what I'll be looking at. But
so until then, you think it's just gonna kind of stay there where it is?
in a perfect world, it would be rejecting this right now and pushing up. But it may want to push down to here until we see dollar respond to one of those areas that is near. So once we see that, I'll probably honestly put a pending order right here, or wait until I see it push down in below this and then drop one in there and just see what happens. But I'm not ready to buy quite yet because there's not a lot of bullish candles, just this one, these couple. I want to see a wick rejection. So
Makes sense.
yeah. Brother Wale,
What's going on, bro?
what's up, man?
And what?
Sound like you just woke up.
Man, I live right outside of my door. There's a pine tree. I left my window open and I'm all messed up.
Oh man. Yeah.
But if you're asking what I got a few things. So start at the dollar. Oh, I anticipate the dollar to drop.
Yep.
And I will take trades from that. It's at 30, what's it? 93. It's like 9,300 right now. Or 9,300. 93.69 right now.
Mhm.
So if that drops and gives me at least a 50%, I expect everything else to, like I said, correspond with that.
Yep.
So that means that my trade that I'm in right now, USD Swiss, I expect that to drop. It's at a point where it can drop now, but I wanted that to go to my TP2, which is 0.936. I've been in this joint since 0.90456. That was one of those trades that forgot his name. Something boy. Starboy was recommending. I checked it out. I tried to buy it. I tried to sell it down from last week, which I did, but it reacted to some news and it just.
What was the entry?
My entry?
You were for a buy or a sell?
I went for a buy.
What was
I
it?
entered at 0.90406. TP1 for me was 0.91380. I should have taken another TP right now, but I'm gonna wait to see if it goes all the way to my my terminus, which is 0.93690.
Oh, you good on this.
Yeah, I'm swimming in that one.
Yeah.
I'm waiting patiently for another aggressive move down on GU.
It's in this order block right here.
Yeah.
You might get it up to here.
I want it to come. I can't even see your screen, but I'm just talking. But yeah, I agree with what you said earlier and everybody else. But I don't like GU. Like I told you, GU did me it did me wrong a long time ago, so I just left it alone. I just married EU. EU is at a daily lower low as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
I've been waiting for this since last week.
Mm-hmm.
Since last week. So I want that joint to come back and go for those highs. EU always does me right. It doesn't play around. It does exactly what it's supposed to do. This is a good swinger. So
Yep.
I want this to get into some oversold territory, and then I'm gonna go in on this one. I missed the sell twice. So I'm gonna just be patient for that buy.
Yep.
Gold. My baby did me good this morning. I'm like, God.
You were in you were asking me about that.
Heck yes. I think you know me to the point where if I'm asking,
Oh, I already know.
yeah, I'm pulling.
I already know. It didn't go as low as I thought it
No,
would.
it didn't. It went to my TP1 though. It went to 18.
Yeah.
It went to my 18 mark, and then it just bounced from there.
Yeah,
I wanted to.
I wasn't seeing. I thought it was gonna push a little lower though.
I wanted to, but it's kind of acting weird. Maybe because of all the stuff that's going on, but
Definitely.
I'm anticipating. I'm in position for it to come up to my 1735 area, and then give me another drop. I don't know.
It's
Say again?
not really looking like it's honestly ready yet, though.
It's not. It's consolidating like a sucker.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna just wait, and I'm gonna see what it does at the end of the week. But yeah, man, like I don't know who that was this morning. I was just laughing. She was like, "Oh, I made my day within the first 10, 15 minutes." Shoot, girl, you better get out. You know what I mean? But yeah, it did me good. It gave me what I needed, and I was out. But yeah, I was upset that I missed this huge opportunity to make like amount of money on Sunday, but it is what it is. Old me, like I told you before, we beat myself up because I was not in that sell because I love to sell. But it is what it is. I think that I'm gonna be patient on this one. Just mark it up and be prepared for that to at least come down to 1704 ish, maybe 1700 before I even think about letting it go up. But on the daily, I'm waiting for some more selling pressure to push this joint down.
In this gold trade on Wednesday.
Again?
We should have been in this gold trade.
Yep.
Wednesday.
The funniest thing was, it was I think I told you that's the first time I got ticked off last week. I had to just calm myself down. Where was I? 1830. I got it marked up. 1823. 1823. I was ready. And then I psyched myself out. And as soon as I psyched myself out, it started dumping. I was like, all right, you know what? Let me walk away from these charts before I do something stupid.
Bro,
And
this wick was where I was talking about selling, but
what was it? 18 what?
1830.
Yep. It was like 1831, 32. And then I had another opportunity somewhere else lower. And I didn't take it.
Yeah.
I was expecting the dollar to drop, but it just kept on going up. It's like over, I think is it overbought right now?
It's overbought.
Yeah. And it just keeps on buying. I'm like, when are you gonna sell? But anyway.
We got all the good news, man.
Say again?
Got all that infrastructure news.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just, and that's the thing too. And that's my last one. SPX. I think it's gonna give us a loop. I think it's gonna sell to buy, and it's gonna buy aggressive. I read somewhere that it's projected to go up to 47 by the end of the year.
My projections on this are 44.59, 44.83,
Mm-hmm.
4509. Those are recent projections. If we go out further, I think I took that off, but these are the ones further. 4487, 4556, and 4432. That's based off of this last swing right here. So if we go on the daily, zoom in, measure this last impulse right here to here. We got our retracement right here. So this should take us from this 0 to 4460. That'll be the next target. Easily should be hit. Then that'll give us the rest of them, 60 to 618. And then 100 on this.
You know me, I just want to drop.
Yeah.
I just want to drop so I can sit.
Yeah. We should definitely. I wanted to drop, and I want to catch these entries right here and right here to get these targets.
Mm-hmm.
So if we drop anywhere back in 43,
I'm in there.
I'm in it.
Yeah, I'm in there. I'm gonna just hold it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
That's all I got. I should be looking. What else? What else am I looking for? I don't know. I'm expecting the dollar to do something. I just want it to react.
Yep.
Oh, last thing. I'm sorry. You know I'm not gonna leave my boy Bitcoin out.
Oh yeah.
You know I'm not gonna leave my boy Bitcoin out. So that liquidity grab that it just did around that 46, I was expecting that. I am waiting for this thing to come back to me. I'm looking for an entry at about 45,200, and I want that joker to come at least to 42K. If he goes further than that, I'm okay with it, but I wanted to take out those lows. Where am I at? I wanted to take out, oh, that liquidity right there. There's liquidity at the 62 on the 4-hour.
Oh yeah.
I just wanted to come back to the 50. If it comes out to the 50, I'm good.
I think it's going to 53.
I think it is too, but I wanted to come back first.
Yeah, I think it's going to 53.
I wanted to come back first because that Dogecoin and my Ripple have been, on my long terms, have been doing me some justice this past couple of weeks. You know what I mean? You know, I went in on the lows and I'm just sitting on them. So I pay attention to them, but I don't really trade off them per se.
Yeah. I think we go to 53 though. On the daily on this is looking like 53, 56 at least before we get a drop on that.
I want to pay attention to Ethereum. I do, but I mean I think I read something about it.
I'm in Ethereum for the my long-term stuff, but I don't trade it. I just add on. Anytime it drop, I add on to it.
Yeah.
So
they're price squeezing it though now.
Yeah.
Because there's not that much left. It's just a lot of holders, and I think there's only like 13% they said left. So the price is just going to do nothing but go up.
Let me see. They were saying something about they took the Bitcoin out of the infrastructure deal.
But yeah, everything else for me has just been, it's one of those things that, like, I think Topaz was talking about it like last year. You just have to know the wave. Bitcoin, all the cryptocurrencies have been doing the same thing for the past couple of years. It's just a wave you got to ride. Gold, the dollar. There's certain times of the year that it's going to be up, and certain times of the year it's going to be down. We're coming out of the summer months, going into, I think it's September is when it just starts getting a little bit more busy.
Quarter,
Yeah.
beginning of third quarter, down all the way to first quarter.
Yeah. So it's about to get crazy.
If anybody see anything about that Bitcoin stuff, let me know. I know for sure, I think I heard them say it. They took it out.
What out?
They were looking to do some reconciliation of Bitcoin, trying to decide whether they were going to do some kind of like tax. I don't know the details. I can't remember it. I don't want to misquote it, but something in the Biden's deal was related to Bitcoin, and I think they took it out at the last minute.
How about governance?
Something about governance, yeah. But after earnings, Coinbase.
Yeah, I saw something about it this morning. He's looking to put more regulations on it because he's looking to tax people on Bitcoin, and so he had that in one of his bills, and they pulled it out.
Yep, they pulled it
Can't
out.
do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency?
Say it again.
Can you be taxed on your cryptocurrencies?
At the moment, no. There's no way to track it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't scare people. But that's the thing, though. Even if it is to be taxed, okay, what's to say that I just don't go to, I don't know, let's just pull a cat out of the bag, Chile. I'm trading from quote unquote Chile or something like that. You can't tax me because, anyway, whatever. I'm not talking about that right now. I'm not even gonna stress myself. But
no way to tax it.
Yeah, you can't. They're trying to, but it's too late.
Yeah.
They didn't believe in it. And now they see how much money is invested.
Now, the only way they can tax it is if they some kind of way get in on Coinbase, because then they can see their ledger. And anything coming through Coinbase, because it's a US company, they could probably tax Coinbase.
Now, Corey, why would you say that on here? I told you the government is listening to you.
I mean, they knew that when they let Coinbase go public. Why you think they let them go public? Like, that was the plan when Coinbase went public. That was the plan, and I ain't gonna go no further into it.
Yeah, because they're the feds. I'm sorry. I said because they're the feds. Them and Robinhood.
Exactly.
Dude.
So I ain't gonna go no further into that, because then we're gonna start the conspiracy theory. But all right, man, I am gonna cut it because we've been on for almost 2 hours. I'm gonna go eat, chill, and I hope y'all do the same thing. And yeah, man, go relax, enjoy. I'll see y'all in the morning. Looking for probably gonna be looking for a sale on US 30, to be totally honest. I'm gonna let it push down first and then see if we get a retrace. If we don't get a retrace, I don't care. I'll just let it do whatever it's gonna do, and then I'll look for the buy. That's pretty much what I'm gonna be looking for in the morning. If this push down without me, I'm okay with it, because we should get a retrace somewhere. I'll look for where the retrace is going to be. And then if I don't get that, I'll just wait for a buy. So you already know what I'm looking for. Capiche? Let me send you to Zoom.
Are you still in that silver?
I had to close it.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Don't do that.
I know. Yeah, I know. I'm still kind of salty too. My bad.
I would have got taken out though. So
I don't think I would have.
because when it pushed down. But overall I was up when they told me.